That's going to have his enrichment in a minute. He is our male tiger, he is 6 years old, and then we have mum and 3 cubs on the other side of tiger territory. So Malate is 6 years old, and the 3 cubs are nearly a year old now. So if you look on the video screen, just in the shelter section where we are, you see some very tiny cubs on the video monitor there. But if you see them today, you'll realise how quickly they grow. They are coming up to a year, so we've got 2 boys and a girl. I'll tell you a bit more about the cubs in a while, but first of all, I'll just tell you a bit more about Jae Jae. So we've got to do some training with him, so we'll put the food through the mesh for him. This is really good to see Paul getting up nice and close with Jae Jae. They always have the mesh between them, but by doing this, they're able to do enrichment, they're able to do training as well. So enrichment is what we do with the animals here to encourage natural behaviour, but it's also good for husbandry reasons as well. Now Jae Jae responds really well to this training. By getting him nice and close to this mesh, Jae Jae can actually respond to target trainings. They can get Jae Jae to present his paw to see how his paw is. They can get him to open his mouth to see how his teeth are. And if we ever need to take a blood sample, we're able to get Jae Jae to present his tail, so we're able to do that. So it's a lot less stressful for Jae, and it gets reward. So it's good training, but also good for husbandry reasons as well. So that's what you might see happening over the next few minutes. We'll also do other enrichment with the tigers here. Jae Jae does a thing called recall training. So it's actually trained to hear a whistle sound and come running towards where he hears it. That's good, it gets Jae really active, it's running around the exhibit. It's also good as well, again for husbandry reasons, if we need to move him from one point to the other, we can do that by blowing a whistle and Jae Jae comes running towards where we need him. It's also really good as well because a tiger's best sense is actually its hearing. They've got a good sense of smell, they've got good eyesight, but they really rely on their sense of hearing to locate where their prey is. So we have Sumatran tigers here. They come from the island of Sumatra, out in Indonesia. Thick tropical forests, so they really rely on their sense of hearing to hear where their prey is. So using that whistle sound is good enrichment to encourage natural behaviour. Jae Jae hears that sound and come running towards where he hears it to receive some food. Now, unlike lions that live in family groups, tigers are much more solitary, so they like their own space. So they'll communicate to each other out in the wild by leaving scent marks. So they live in a world of different smells. So sometimes our keepers will put smells around the exhibits. This includes a bit of perfume. Jae Jae likes a bit of Old Spice. Malata likes a bit of Chanel No. 5 sprayed around. So that's good enrichment for them as well. Now I say we do this enrichment. We're quite fortunate to see Jae Jae active because tigers are very, very good at sleeping. They can sleep between 16 to 20 hours every day. And there's logical reason for this. It's because tigers are incredibly powerful animals and can do amazing things, but to do these things, they need their energy, which requires them to sleep a lot. So at 30 miles per hour, a tiger could easily overtake these same bolts, but they might not be able to win the race because they're not built for stamina, they're built for power. And with a thick cushion paw pads, if Jae Jae's walking around, you wouldn't hear him walking around. Those thick cushion paw pads means that they can silently move around, and it means they can silently creep up on their prey and ambush them. They are ambush predators, so they take spectacular leaps, pinning down their prey and biting their prey's neck with the force of 1,000 pounds. So such incredibly powerful animals, but as I say, to be able to do these things, they need their energy, which means they do like to sleep.